Once upon a time, there was a queen born on the south side of Chicago. A queen who was a fierce force for good and for beauty. And she changed the landscape of fashion just by being her. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I have the distinct honor of presenting the inaugural CFDA Stylist Award to my dear friend, collaborator, and queen mother, Law Roach. Now, I'm not done. Now, Law didn't start out as a queen. Put that down, I'm not done. In fact, like all the best heroes and all the best fairy tales, he started from humble beginnings. He was born and raised in Chicago, the oldest of 5 siblings, so he had no fancy titles at his birth, but he knew that his blood ran royal, and his grandmother treated him, raised him like a prince. Together, they would go to thrift stores and shop, and he would begin to develop the magic that would eventually lead to this coronation tonight. After graduating from high school, Law got a degree in psychology from Chicago State University, in case you're wondering where he developed his talent for controlling our minds. And then he opened a used clothing store in his hometown called Deliciously Vintage. In 2010, his destiny came calling when a friend asked if Law could help a young teenage Disney star find an outfit for a premiere for a Justin Bieber movie. In the early days of the Law and Zendaya global takeover, it was a struggle to find designers who were interested in dressing a kid from the Disney Channel. So, as an example of Law's genius, he would purposefully pull pieces that other celebrities had already worn to ensure that Zendaya would appear in the now extinct Who Wore It Best tabloid column. We do not need to pull receipts to know that Z prevailed. Law was architecting an icon, helping to make her dreams come true. And in 2019, he would literally become Z's fairy godmother on the Met Gala red carpet, unforgettably waving his magic wand as her Tommy Hilfiger gown illuminated and all the jaws were dropped. Okay, so the relationship between an actress and a stylist can be a very tricky one. In my day job, I work with costume designers whose job it is to help me transform into an entirely different human being. But on the red carpet, my job is to be me, right? But not really me. Like, I have to be the more elevated, glamorous, beautiful me, the best possible version of me. But for somebody who first came into acting to disappear into characters, being myself publicly was at times really intimidating. Early on in my career, I developed an alternate persona in my mind, not quite Sasha Fierce, with a much less inspired name. She was just Red Carpet Carrie. But she was like this performative version of me, braver and fancier, more deserving, I guess I thought, of a spotlight that I wasn't quite comfortable being in. Eventually, I met Law, and Law saw in me something different, something raw, more true. And he challenged me and guided me to stop dropping the persona and become more of myself on the carpet and in my life. And for reasons of my own, I was ready for that. And let me tell you, girl, if you're gonna work with a queen, you better be ready. Because it doesn't matter whether it's for editorial or for press or for carpets or for life, Law's process is exceptional. He doesn't put together an outfit. He's determined to create a masterpiece, one detail at a time. He builds artful fashion moments, memories, tableaus, narratives, the clothes, the glam, the look. It is all a story, and he is our showrunner. Law, I have learned so much from you. You don't follow the rules. You don't play anybody else's game. You are uncompromisingly and unapologetically yourself. You know exactly who you are. You know exactly what you want. You are intentional. You are brilliant. And you are, as my sister client, Meg the Stallion, would say, savage. So when asked to present this brand new CFDA honor, it did not come as a surprise to me that you would be the first. You're an innovator, a true original, a fashion icon, and as you describe it, an image architect. And I feel very lucky to call you my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present the first ever CFDA Stylist Award to my queen, Roach.
I probably had a little too much to drink. and I may this up, but it's a lot of black people in the room, so y'all gotta give me some energy. I just wanna thank all the women, and it's a lot in this room, that have given me the opportunity and trusted me to dress them. I love you back, baby. Amy Cheryl. I wasn't promised this life. I didn't even grow up wanting this life. I think this life chose me. I really believe that the universe gives you exactly what you need when you're supposed to have it. And I'm overwhelmed and I'm nervous. But thank you, Carrie. I want to thank two really important women in my life that changed my life. Zendaya, and the incredible Celine Dion. And I also want to thank and acknowledge my people that just let me crawl on their backs, like Patty Wilson, Edward Innifo, and people who just, Beth Ann Hardison, people who just saw me in airports, just like, you're so talented. And you know, all that just kind of fueled me to become who I am. And I'll tell you a story really quick. In 2016, Zendaya was invited with Michael Kors to come to the CFDA Awards at Hammerstein Ballroom, and I sat in the kitchen, and I watched from the kitchen as the waiters served your food and served your drinks, and I just said to myself, one day, I'm gonna be on that stage, and I am an example that anything and everything is possible. And one other minute, there is a little black gay boy somewhere in the ghetto, and somebody is telling him that he'll never be. And I want to tell you that I am proof positive that you can be whatever you want to be. Thank you, CFDA. Thank you, Stephen Cole. Thank you, everybody here. I appreciate it.